Hello, people of the internet. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, happy Tuesday to y'all, or happy whatever day of the week it is. It may be when you are watching this. I have space for one extra video today to squeeze in during the recording session before I need to call it quits for the day. And, well, I have to go through a very extensive back catalog of stuff in the next probably couple months or so. Just try and squeeze in as much as we can. And, well, this is kind of a repeat scenario of what happened with me and TWS's plot twist, which I think covered either yesterday or during the weekend. I forget when that was. But this is also another one of those debuting groups debut title tracks that have been kind of going around, making the rounds on the social medias. Ooh, excuse me, I just finished eating dinner. And, well, kind of like me and plot twist, I've been having to tiptoe around this song for a long time, it feels like, even though this song really hasn't been out for that long in comparison. I've been having to tiptoe around it, and I might as well rip the band-aid off and get the debut over with, just so I don't have to worry and I don't have to exert extra time and effort into purposely avoiding anything that includes this song in it. So we're going to be checking out ILLIT's Magnetic. I have no idea what the background is for this group. So Kprofiles, I'm going to quickly run through it, jump onto the MV, talk about it, and the usual 9 yards. Timeline Below is going to tell you exactly what we're doing, so let's get started. Here we go! Rightio, Kprofiles. We'll try and keep this quick just because it's almost 9 p.m. and I'm very tired. I've had a long day of university orientations today. So, here I lit from B-Lift. So, B-Lift is NHA's label, right? Oh, Are You Next? Okay, so it's a survival show. Final lineup from a survival show. Okay, good to know. I don't watch these. I went through it once with Produce 48, and I haven't touched the genre since. I mean, I've watched like Queendom and Kingdom eventually, but I haven't touched like a Produce or a Planet or any of those kinds of shows since Produce 48. I just don't want to put myself to distress, hence why I don't really know of this group at all. So, originally supposed to debut as 6, but pre-debut member left. Okay, that is a-okay. Yuna. No Yuna. Okay. Jan 1504. Oldest member in the group. PD picked. I don't know what that means, but we'll roll with it. Oh my goodness, this is a really long bio section. Role model is Sugi, trained for 4 to 5 years alongside of all the contestants. Parsley and cilantro. Doesn't like parsley and cilantro. No, I love fresh herbs. I especially love parsley and cilantro. And would you like the first know by Ailey at her audition? Eine kleine Nachtmusik by Mozart as a background song for life. That's a very refined taste for an everyday song. Eine kleine Nachtmusik, really. Favorite type of movie? Historical? I actually also quite like a historical film. Sometimes quiet, sometimes loud. Gets angry easily, tries to cool off. Mood maker. Okay, okie dokie. We keep her moving. Pak Min-ju 1104. Iroha PD picked in through fan votes. Role models DPRE, and another artist I need to get into this year. YG Entertainment training close to all the BEMO members. Okay, that's very cool. Training since she was 15. She is 20 this year. Okay, so 5-ish years, 4.5, 5-ish years. A fellow violin player. Hello, friend. Man, I miss playing violin, man. Happiest moment when she got into High. It's like I'm Alone by Tiffany. Recommends Only You by Moon Sujin and Giselle. Oh, that is it. That is a song title I have not seen in a very, very long time. Okay. Not gonna lie, the music tastes in this group so far, like I know we've only talked about 2 members, but very different, but I like the picks. Fire by BTS as background song for Life. Get some energy in ya. Okay. This too shall pass. That's a mood. Alright. Sakai Moka. Moka. October 8th, 04. Her name Fukuoka. This member PD picked. She's the mother of the group parent. Like I can relate. I was the group parent. I was the group dad with my college friend group. I was always like the designated driver, trip dad, you name it. Grandfather owns a bakery. Oh, I'm jealous. If I could live in a bakery for the rest of my life, oh, I would be so happy. Role model, Blackpink's Jennie sang Through the Night by IU. Good song. Big fan of Big Bang. Cafe Mocha. That's a cute nickname, actually. That's a very cool, cute nickname. Cafe Mocha. I wake up easily. Is there any like training background here? Did I skim over that too quickly? Very interesting. Okay. Wonnie, June 26, 07. First member to be picked through fan votes only. Okay. IU, Hype Boy. Oh man, we're at the point where people are singing New Jeans songs for auditions. That's oh. Wow, man, the industry is moving so fast. Favorite karaoke song? Dashima Nansege, a classic, a staple of the industry. It says what she auditioned with, but does it say how long she was a trainee for? No. Okay. Then Iroha. Hokazono Iroha. Oh, that is a cool first name. It's technically family name, isn't it? It's family name given name, not first name, last name here. Tokyo. Okay. Fourth member, PD picked answer fan votes. Wants to visit Australia and the US. Role model is Soyeon. Okay. JYP trainee, NMIX and Niziu member close to them. Koi by Gang Hoshino audition. You also find by Town as a background song. Honestly, the music choices in this group are kind of fire. I'm not mad at it. More of an introvert than an extrovert, perfectionist. Okay. So we got a lot of mixed personalities and stuff. And I'm guessing had I watched RU Next, I would have clocked onto that and not have to read it. But again, I didn't watch the show, so that's my bad. But we have the MV to go through. I'm going to set it on manual 4K because last video decided to drop the video quality with 30 seconds left. So, hello to people who jumped ahead. Here we go. We'll keep it, snap it.
I'm just trying to play cool, but I just can't hide that.
If I haven't mentioned yet, I haven't listened to any part of the song yet. Okay, that driving beat comes in really quick. Oh, the way they had the background vocals there was very cool. But also, this groove is crazy. Okay, yeah, this groove is kind of nuts. That was a song, right? Okay, it is part of the song. Interesting, what is it called? Like, engineering moment there, like really digitized the vocal part. This this full speed beat through the verses and in the chorus goes kind of crazy. You know, I now understand why people mentioned or pull comparisons between this and Wua's Blush that dropped yesterday. I can hear it. Oh, I like the two separate vocal parts that were moving in that bridge. Okay. Cinematic break.
This time I want
Okay. Like, the song definitely is, I don't know if it's intentional or not, but it's definitely got the social media usage in mind, because the main hook is extremely catchy. It's nice and repetitive, but it allows you to do a lot with it. A little bit of movement in the vocal top line to finish there too. Huh. Ooh. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. It's definitely got the kind of 5th gen sound, if that makes sense. I feel like a lot of groups from this current 5th generation, or like the early 5th generation, are going with this smooth and chill but also very catchy vibe, and I don't know if that's like the Instagram Reel / TikTok / YouTube Shorts meta like coming into play or not, but it's kind of chill and not too in your face, but really catchy and really groovy beat. I feel like is a common sound, especially within like the girl group side of 5th gen. I feel like it's a kind of a common trait, and I kind of like it. It's a little bit, I mean, I got into the genre in the industry towards the latter end of 3rd gen, back when they were still doing the Christian horse girl music. So this is very different now compared to what I got into the industry with. But you know what? I could jam along to this. I could vibe along to this. There are some really interesting, like, little minute details. I mentioned the kind of background vocal part in verse 1. I do want to touch on that because I think that it's such a small detail, but I think it's really clever. Actually, let's just start when the song starts. The entry for this song really kind of goes in pretty quickly, because
Baby, I'm just trying to play cool.
You've got this like digital almost music box type vibe, and then straight in like that kind of bouncy New Order-esque bass line really just comes in hard and firm right away on the downbeat, and that's really interesting, especially considering how kind of light and delicate way the song starts. It's a complete polar opposite to what you kind of expect once the song actually starts, in comparison to when the verse part of the song starts. I think that's really cool.
Just can't hide that I want you. Wait a minute,
It's coming up here, I think, right? Yeah, I think that's such a cool little detail. So they have the what almost sounds like a vocoded like background vocal harmony part. First time around, it's like a call and response, A B A B, but the second time around, they come in unison, so it has this nice kind of rich vocal vocal chord the second time around. But the first time around, it's almost conversational, and I think something like that. It's the little details that really catch me. But also, those were really tasty vocal harmonies, and I love a good vocal harmony. And then we're back with the kind of digital music box vibe. Obviously for the MV, you gotta have a little break. I forgot what it's called. Oh no. Oh, I haven't talked about this in so long. There's a phenomenon in human psychology. I forgot what the name of it is off the top of my head, but I used to talk about it all the time. It's the phenomenon when there's a certain word repeated over and over and over, and it's repeated so often and at such close intervals to each other that it eventually stops sounding like the word itself, and your brain stops perceiving it as the word and only perceives it as like a sound or the combination of vowels and consonants, and just the meaning of the word gets completely thrown out in your brain. This song almost purposely forces your brain to think about it that way, especially in this chorus with the repeated like U's and the bays and the like, yeah, a whole bunch of U's finished with like they're purposely, they're almost digitally like chopping up the repeated terms so much so that they're really not treating that portion as lyrics anymore. They're treating it as kind of the digital synth part. And I think that's really interesting. And I wonder if this is going to be kind of like, I don't want to call it a trademark thing for them, but a trademark thing for them moving forward. Oh, that's very interesting. Very cool though. I like the execution of that. I wasn't so sure about it first time around. Like, I don't know if the repeated thing is really doing it for me. But honestly, the second time around and listening to it again, I can get on board with that. That's really still going to bother me, the fact that I don't remember what that phenomenon is called. I can go back on previous videos and figure out what that word is. The fact that I can't think of it right now. I used to ramble so often about it, and I can't remember what it is now. This is what I get for being out of practice for 4 months, but... The debuts this year? I mean, I feel like I said this last year as well, but the debuts this year have been really good. Just from the little bit of the debuts that I've heard this year, they've all been really good, and I've thoroughly enjoyed them all. And I'd be very curious to see where they go moving forward, because obviously, first release and stuff, they're going to make themselves known to the world. Second time around, they're gonna show the improvement. Third time around, they're gonna start to establish their own sound. And these 3 releases are always the most exciting for me when it comes to a group. Debut is always gonna be fun because you don't know what you're gonna get. Second time around, we're gonna see how much they've grown as a group, how much they've improved individually in terms of their abilities, and then we're gonna start to get like, what is the ILLIT sound? And I can't wait until we reach those days. But that is it for me today. Thank you all for watching along with me. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did. One last request from me today. Let's work together as a community to bring a little bit of extra happiness back into the world. Whether it be checking with your friends and family, holding the door open for somebody, or even picking up a piece of trash off the street. Just one small act of kindness that may brighten up someone else's day to day. And know that wherever you are in the world, should you ever be going through a tough time in your life, for whatever reason it may be, even though I'm just some guy on the internet who waffles about music in his free time, know that I will always be a friend, an ally, and a shoulder to lean on whenever you need me. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, spread the love, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.